All right. It's been a hot minute. Um, Finally live again after probably about a year. But nobody is live right now, I don't think. So I'm live. Um, got some stuff today. In the 40 gallon, I got a 6-line RAS. And then this is the tank I had the mantis shrimp in that died. So I got some other stuff for it. I decided no more mantis shrimp. So got me a firefish. And a fire shrimp. So I figure we'll just hang out today, see if anyone comes in, and I'm going to start getting these things acclimated. I will be getting the link out there shortly if anyone wants to join. Actually, let me get that done real quick here. Hey, what's up, 3G? Make sure that's quiet. Just gonna get that pinned up. Hey, Patty, how's it going? There we go. 2G. Ooh, thank you, Patty. There we go. There's the firefish. Hey, Chewy. Hey, Michelle. All right, there we go. Hey, what's up, George? Hey, George, I just came home from Pet Town. All right. Let's see. No, I really don't want all of this water in here, so I'm going to pour some out. This is a small tank, so I don't want to be taking too much water out to acclimate these guys. So we'll start out with a little less water and have to take a little less water out. And we'll call that good for that guy. Not really cool for fire. Oh, hey, Chewy. All right, cool. That is Chewy. Hey, Chewy, how's it going?
Good, good, good. I'm waiting for George to come on up, so I need George to come on up.
They were talking about your the project you're having them do.
Yes. Yes. Well, I have a gigantic project of my own that involves this. So I
Nice. And yours,
included
George?
my good buddy George in on it.
Hi,
Uh,
Chewy. How are you?
I'm doing good, George. I loved my new tank.
Oh, you gotta see how the cichlids right now looking great.
I bet you
Around.
they're a hell of a lot better when they're kept in softer water than they were in that other water, right?
You can be able to. My internet is not the greatest. You guys know that's my biggest problem here. So yeah, they're swimming around. They're all hanging with each other. You
Yep,
see it, right?
yep,
You like the color?
perfect.
Okay. How about the albino tetras? Are they okay? And some.
I prefer not to have the albinos in there. We want to make that little tank look like a little tributary of the Rio Negro because that
Yeah,
is where the checkerboard cichlids come from.
yeah. I threw some CPDs in there, like you asked too.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay, I'll scoop
Give
those
them,
albinos
give
out of
them
there.
a few buddies to hang out with until you get some more tetras.
Hey,
Okay.
where'd Anthony go? Buddy, why did you put it on my screen? It's like I just wanted to show Chewy really quick.
Well, yeah, so we can see you. You want me to take you down now?
No, I want to look at it. Like, there's no sense looking at me. I'm just like a black screen because I refuse to wear a shirt.
There we go. I have a floating plant on top. Just frog bits. And there's four. The main attraction on this tank, it's about those checkerboard cichlids. I just called Pet Town, also asked them if he had anybody can get involved. I wanted to get some more when there's only and yeah.
Yeah, you can move away from your tank so that you get better reception now, aqua balls, George.
I know. This is it, guys. I have made a like a little quick video, like 2 minute. If you want, I'll hold it up too, but I'll do a better one on it.
Hey, Steven. Sorry I missed you, man.
And so, Anthony, what did you get, buddy?
I got a 6-line wrasse for the 40, and then I got a fire shrimp and a firefish for the Evo.
Okay, you can take me
So,
back out, but
All right.
you know what my little project is?
What's that? Hey, Peplin. Vacation.
Well, you do know that I am a part of the Boston Aquarium Society, right?
Yes.
And you do know that I'm in the education committee, kind of like worker for a director, right? So I get to tell my story about how we had to keep cardinal tetras from basically dying due to the types of water that they come from and the types of water that Calgary, Alberta, Canada has, and the adoption process that we had to take back then. We didn't have RO units. We had to order distilled water by gallons upon gallons upon gallons.
Did you ever try distilling your own water?
No, no.
I was always curious how long that would take.
oh man, good luck.
Yeah, yeah. You need an isolation lab kind of a thing to do that. So basically, we would order in distilled water or gather rainwater, My boss bred down brown discus in the 60s. There was no RO unit back then. A lot of gathering rainwater and ordering distilled water. A lot of pre-filtering in peat moss.
I mean, there was always ways to make it work, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. There is always. Anthony,
So,
you're
so in memory of my boss, who was the first president of the Calgary Aquarium Society, I'm doing a special report on conservation, and Scott Dowd is going to follow it up about the three cichlids that I have chosen. One is the wonderful discus that comes from that area. It's known as the Heckle discus. And I put out a video called Coming Soon because I have to write the report as part of the Boston Aquarium Society program.
nice.
So expect maybe a return from Project Piaba on Scott Dowd talking about these three specific cichlids for the Italian Cichlid Association.
I'm down to only 5 tanks of guppies.
What kinds you have?
I still have my blue-green Moscows. I have 3 female albino blues left, which is why I was asking you about yours, but I figured
Yeah.
I don't want your male because I don't want it to have the ribbon gene.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it looks like
Mine is
2 of
really
my
fun.
females might be hit, so I'm hoping they are. Then I have you got the Galaxy Tiger, Platinum Galaxy Tigers from Jason, right?
Galaxy Tiger. Which ones are those?
They're the yellow ones.
Galaxy Tiger. Yeah. Oh yeah. I do still have those.
Yeah, I might
You
grab a
want?
couple from you. I just
Yeah.
have a pair left.
If you come by soon, I would like to give you a whole tank full of them. They're adults too. The whole tank. You can take it 20 gallons. There's like maybe 10 to 15 in there.
Why? You don't
Yeah.
want to breed them anymore?
Huh?
You don't want
No, I do have a whole another tank. There's about 60 babies growing up in there.
Oh, okay.
He has tons of fish, man.
Um,
And your Hongsley, I believe, they either bred, they were fighting, separated the male, and she's in the coconut nest, so they might have bred. I'll let you know in a few days or a week. And Agazizi, I thought they bred, but no, I took the male out and I just put him back last night. The female was chasing them all over the tank, and yeah, they'll breed. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna get you those. I really like the Agazizi, really beautiful blue and the red tail on him. Yeah, that one's one of
yeah,
my favorite too.
I'm bummed I lost this other one. It wasn't such a pretty fish, but it was still cool looking. Just the colors were a lot more dull, but it had like more of a purplish maroon on it. I
Hmm.
forget what kind of a pisto it was though, but it was one I brought over from Colorado.
Oh, wasn't the one like I have, like the super fire red?
No, it's nothing like I've been seeing lately.
I
I
see.
have to
It's a
get
bummer.
back to work, so
Okay, Chewy.
what
Thank you for coming by.
I'm gonna do. So I'm dropping down, but I left you the link, Anthony, in behind.
Sounds good. Thanks, Drew.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, one of the epistos I really want are the Elizabethae. Those look
Elizabeth.
pretty.
I I don't think I have that. And if you find it, bring it over.
Oh no,
I'll
you
read
don't.
it there.
I could have gotten it a while back. I was telling you about it before, um,
Be-
through a
be- be-
wholesaler, but I would have had to order at least, I think, 15 or 20 of them at $30 a piece.
Yeah, that's a good price. It's not a bad actually price. $30 a piece. That's how much I'll be paying for my cichlids, and they come in already adult size almost.
Yeah, bro. But when you have to order 20 of them,
That's the bad part. I know. That's not good. I just want a pair or two. That's all I want. Buddy, the redfish, bluefish, Jason, he's got some nice cichlids there.
I have
I
no
always
idea, Peplin. I wouldn't even remember the name if I saw it. Hey, what's up, Lefty?
Did you see the McMasterai? I think he had. Wow, those are nice.
No, I had McMaster at one point, though.
You ever bred any of the apistos you got?
None of them, dude. I didn't have any time at all.
Did you try to
Started
give them
6 days a
cave?
week at work. I just couldn't.
Did you give them caves and everything?
Yeah, but
They
I wasn't
didn't do
doing
so.
water changes like I should have, and like I really couldn't pay as much attention to them as I wanted to. That's why you have the rest of them.
I will work with those ones you got, and they're pretty fish. I will try to make more of them.
If I had the time, man, I would have bred them. I'm gonna concentrate on my guppies.
You see, buddy, just like you said, if you had a time, and a lot of people think that you just gotta throw the fish together in a tank and they'll breed for you. Yeah, okay. That's if you have guppies and then what is it called? Daniels and other fish that they do that. They do breed like that,
Yep.
but not every fish.
So
Some
one of
fish,
the projects I'm gonna have coming up soon are some samurai betas.
samurai beta. Which ones are those?
Priscilla has them right now. I'm gonna take them off her hands so she can
What
bring those tanks down.
are they? Mouth brooders?
I'm not sure.
Samurai beta.
I'll show you when
My,
I get them later this month.
my favorite beta here is in my room. I purchased it recently. I got 2 females and 2 males. I tried to breed it, and male right away in like about 5 minutes, he killed the female. And I was like, the other one, I didn't even try. I'm like, I really want to enjoy them and just kind of keep them here. If they throw the bubble nest and one of the females ready, I might try it again. But now the beta embellis, they're gorgeous,
Okay.
man. I didn't breed them. I bred the Mahachayensis. I bred the Snorendina a few times and Mahachai a few times. But the other one was, they say it was easier too, and it wasn't. Like a lot of people tell you, oh, you can put 2 together. Do not. Even if it's a big enough tank, the male is going to chase the female and beat it up.
Well, hey, sometimes it works for one and not the rest.
Hey, do you realize nature is like that? The girls get abused all the time. That's not good. But I got them from a good place, I feel like, because they were good quality. And the chinoides that I got, they bred, but I haven't messed with them. Just left them in a planted tank.
I need to get the 150 up and running so I could get the saltwater fish moved into there.
Gee, that would be nice.
Well, it's for the puffers. It's not going to be a reef tank.
Huh.
For the puffers, my trigger, and my wrasse. Oh, and my snowflake.
My cardinal's getting big. They're the cardinal, Bengai cardinals.
Oh, you got bangeyes?
Yeah, I bought 10, and when I got them, one died. I have 9 left. And so they're getting really nice and big. I want to breed them, buddy. I put their, what you call it, the anemones in there. I got 2 anemones in there with them. No, I said anemones. No, sea urchin. Sea urchin. There is an anemone, but one of them.
It's doing all right, Ian. Except I had a torch that died, and it was kind of funny because Priscilla had a torch that died on her at the same time,
I
like
lost the torture
within a
too.
week of each other. And I think we got them at the same place at the same time.
Well,
Dude, sometimes they're just harvested poorly and they're not going to make it, man. It's not necessarily the shop or anything like that. That's just salt water.
you know, and then when you see something wrong with one of your corals and the other ones are okay, that's when you know.
Yep. All
That's
my
when
other
you know.
corals are doing fine, but
Yeah,
torches are more touchy than a lot of other corals. So,
I didn't know that. I lost so much money on those.
oh yeah, dude, you shouldn't even attempt torches until you're at least a year into the tank.
I kind of didn't know. And the zoas, oh my gosh, they're so hard too, buddy. The zoa tank in the beginning was looking great, but then now it's looking not really good because I don't know. Tell you the truth,
What
um,
what light are you using?
the AI Prime maybe it's too powerful of a light. That's what I'm thinking, man.
How high do you have it from the
Like
Zoas?
21 inches off. I tried to put it closer, it got worse.
Yeah, you probably try turning the power down.
I tried to do that, but I'm not good at with that AI Prime stuff, and I'm not really good at with those. That's why you don't see me having lights here in my garage.
Dude, did you download the app?
I did. I'm using the app. It turns on and off whenever I want it. It does have like automatic setups. I did my own schedule on it and everything. The light intensity. I know how to mess with it and everything, but this it's not the easiest light. I
Oh,
purchased
nice.
another. Go
Ian, why
ahead.
don't you come up here and talk saltwater with us if you have time?
I purchased another one. It's from Amazon, like $85 one, squared. Like that's no good at all. Do not ever get that light.
What light?
The cheap lights from Amazon.
Dude, they could work.
I know, but the touch button, you got to keep turning it on and off. It changes the schedule by itself. It's got a brain of its own. It gives me a hard
What are
time
you
a lot.
talking about?
The cheap light from the Amazon, like $85 square lights. They have like two.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about those.
Yeah,
I
they're
had
no
the
good,
night
bro.
crew one. The night crew one was good until I dropped it in water.
I'm gonna try to get the tuna, castle tuna.
Oh, dude, Kessels are great. That's
Yeah.
what I have on my 40. I have two Kessel 80s.
Hello, Ian.
Hello.
What's up, Ian?
Not
Yeah,
a whole
dude,
lot.
honestly, go with the A80 for your smaller tanks, and you'll be pretty happy.
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna get.
Just don't go like dumb and get a 360 or something.
Oh, well, if you want to know what's his name, Pet Sound son, he's got a castle tuna, the bigger one, the nicer one, for $200 with the gooseneck. He said, I believe. He said it's used. He has it for a while. He wanted to get rid of it. So if you want it, ask him. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
really
gonna hit him
want it.
up for it because
Huh?
I'm gonna need some 360s.
He does have one. So he said he had one. Hit him up. You know his son, right? The young
Yeah.
kid. Yeah. So hit him up for it. Tell him George told me that you have that tuna light you want to sell. Maybe he'll give it to you for cheaper. Don't tell him how much I told you. Bargain, buddy, bargain.
Well, shoot,
Hey,
I
they
have
watch
Yeah.
our videos, by the way.
60s eventually because eventually there will be a 125 reef.
Fish,
Yep.
Pet Town always tells me, "Hey, I watch your videos all the time." So, how's your saltwater doing, Ian?
Doing good. Other than Aptasia, you know, some about the size of a nickel.
The
Pretty good
Aptasia
size
just
one.
pop out of nowhere, huh? They just come out. I have that 30-gallon, and I got rid of the Aptasia, and then all of a sudden it just popped out one out of nowhere.
You know what that means,
Well,
George?
What does it mean?
Get
Change
rid
your
of
water?
the Asia.
Yeah, I know. You didn't get rid of it. It popped up somewhere else.
because if it's gone, it's gone. But the likelihood of you actually making it gone is kind of slim.
You know the shrimp they say to bring them and they eat it? That's what I did. I brought the shrimp, they ate it, and it was gone. Overnight, they ate it. And it came back up when the shrimp were gone. So
And they didn't get it all, bro.
the $6 shrimp, what do they call them?
Peppermints.
Yeah. So the peppermint shrimp, I put them with the cardinal shrimps, the red ones, the red with the white patches with big ones. You know what I'm talking about? So the peppermint won't last with the cardinals. Cardinals are either killing them or something. Cardinals are, I have them for a long time, for like a year. And peppermints, I brought over 5, 6 of them. They all died.
Are you talking about the fire shrimp?
Yeah, the fire shrimp, bro. The big one. You just got one? That's like $40. I got 2 of them. They are aggressive. The ones I have, either they're killing the peppermint shrimp or something.
Could be.
Also, I also have a sexy shrimp, 2 of them. They're pretty good. I have them for a long time, a year.
Aptasia look cool though. Hey Terry, what's up, S?
There's the
I don't
Aptasia.
like the way Aptasia look. There
I
was
see
a
it.
time I thought I had Aptasia, and they were just feather dusters, little teeny tiny feather dusters.
Yeah. Aptasia doesn't have any colors on them. If there's anything glowing, they're not Aptasia.
My A-can is looking like nothing, man. It's nah. Softy's all doing good though.
What's up, Terry?
What's going on, man? Hey, I got a story about the saltwater red shrimp, fire shrimp. It goes by a couple different names, but I actually have a true story about those. I have video to actually back this up, but my red cleaner shrimp, you know, the bright red one with the white dots. It always hung out right in the center of the tank where I had a rock that was like a cave. And he would hang up like upside down with his, you know, the white, you know, the pure white feelers out there. You know what I'm talking about, right,
Yep.
Anthony? The way they hang out. And my wife generally, I'm not a wealthy man, and saltwater animals are quite expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And
Yep.
so when I made purchases in the saltwater hobby, my wife was kind of, you know, in that because it's quite a bit of money you're going to spend. And one day I come home from work and my wife is all kinds of pissed off. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she goes, why didn't you tell me you bought another shrimp? You know, because those the red shrimp with the white dots and the white antenna and the white legs, they're expensive. They're
Yep.
they're
Yeah,
not
they're
cheap.
not cheap.
They're not cheap shrimp. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't buy I swear to you, I did not buy another one. And what she was looking at is the shrimp molted, and when it came out, it left a complete skeleton of itself. And she thought I bought another one because now there's 2 in the tank. And I had to show her. I had to physically take the shell out and go, look, it's nothing. It's not alive. But it left an honest to God reproduction of itself, and then went and hid because it's soft. You know,
Yeah.
when they molt, they're kind of fragile. So he went and hid, and was hanging out. And no, my wife was 100% certain that I bought another one, and I'm like, no, it's the same. It's the same shrimp.
Isn't it crazy how they could do that?
Terry, I
What?
believe you. You know why?
Why?
I had the same thing happen, but I have two of them, right? She knew I had two, and then she goes, it was the opposite than yours. You said you had, oh, wow, you bought two? And she goes, no, one died. What happened? The shrimp died? She thought it was dead shrimp. I go, no, honey, it's the mold. Look at it. And she looked at it real close. She goes, no, it looks like a whole shrimp. And it
It
does look like
does.
a whole shrimp, guys. It still looks like one
Yep.
of them died. I didn't even notice until they eat the mold, I believe. It goes away. And there were two shrimps. Still, I have two shrimp in there.
The same thing with
If you catch it,
crayfish.
if you catch it when it happens, they leave a complete replica of themselves and they swim away.
Anthony, do you dose any calcium, magnesium in your tank for the shrimp?
No, I just dose fuel.
I don't.
The
Oh, the fuel, the green food stuff.
yeah.
But you see, for the shrimp, it's just like because we're using aqua. Now your salt has it. If you're doing a lot of water changes, that's
On this, I'm doing
helping.
weekly water changes
That's-
now.
That's what I
Yeah,
do. I just
yeah.
do water.
If you're doing a lot of water changes, that's helping.
What's up, Mark? Color Guppies and Minoski just came in.
Oh, hi, color guppy.
Oh,
Brother
by
man.
the way, Atkins is being awfully quiet. I did want to say hi to Atkins, by the way.
What up, Terry? You fucking pissed me off last night, you some bitch.
What'd I do now?
You left the stream and you didn't even say bye. You just said, click, I'm
Uh-oh.
done.
Yeah, I do that.
Oh, off. You hurt his feelings.
Fuck you guys, I'm out. See you later.
Yep, you did that, man. You're like, I'm gonna piss some people off. Watch this, and then just ended it. I was like, ah.
I'll be right back, guys.
I tend to do that to people. I try not to, but
I thought it was pretty funny in general. I was like, that's a Terry move.
it is. Sorry.
It's okay, Terry. I forgive you.
I've got ideas though. I've been working on. I'm actually working on tanks right now. You can see there's a specimen container that's got, I don't know, 100 fucking ram's horn snails in it. Yeah, see? Ram's horn snails. That I've been pulling out of that tank, and I took the wood out of it to get cleaned by a pleco. I have a royal pleco, which they are wood eaters. They clean wood like nobody's business. And
Yeah,
maybe I shouldn't say that, but anyways, a royal pleco
they like sucking on wood, okay?
they will suck some wood. That's all I'm saying. So he'll clean that off, and I'll add it back. I want to add some plants, and I got to get rid of. There's just it looks green and brownish because of the tannins, and I'm gonna clean that up, and hopefully by tomorrow it'll look like something. I hope.
George is
But hey,
packing.
at least this tank doesn't look green anymore, so I'm happy about that. So,
I like that tank full of Val.
oh yeah, how much do you
That-
want? I've got a tank full of Val here. I got a tank full of Val there. I've got a tank full of Val here. I got a tank full of Val over there. How much Val you want?
I got enough. I got jungle Val. That shit will grow. It will loop my 55 fully.
Oh yeah, it goes great. But I have to warn you. I'm sorry, Anthony. I don't mean to be taking over your stream, but when you do jungle Val and you let it go like this, it is super hard to get rid of. As you pull it out, you don't pull out individual plants. It comes out like sod. It comes out with like I don't know.
I made the mistake of doing a dirted tank with Val.
Oh, yeah.
Comes
Gonna
up
get the
like
Val
that.
out.
You guys can't see that, but it
Same thing
comes
here.
out
Same
like
thing here.
sod.
That made me break the tank down.
Oh,
And that,
honestly, I gotta get rid of. I mean, I have tons of fish that'll eat the crap out of this stuff if I gotta pull it out and then you gotta separate it and then, you know, throw it in there and let the fish eat it. But, ugh. Don't let your Vallisneria get that thick.
Animation of fishes.
I'm shipping some fish today to Renee, to Maryland.
Oh, is that what you were showing?
Yeah, I'm gonna pack like as many as I can fit in the tank in the box without going over 4 pounds, I think. Which it doesn't go over 4 pounds ever. It goes around 3 pounds, 3.2. I weigh it. I just want them to get there happy and healthy. That's it. I'm uh, I'm gonna use city water coming out of the. I dechlorinated last night. I'm not using the tank water this time. I'm gonna try it this way, see how it works.
Why would you do that?
I usually use the tank water, Anthony. I do like a water change the night before, which I did last night. Uh, I checked the parts per million, and I haven't fed the fish for 2 days. Literally, like this is the third day. Yesterday, the day before, they haven't eaten. They're hungry. They're really happy, healthy fish, but again, they're hungry.
Why do you think there was an ammonia issue or what?
No, no. I don't know. I'm gonna just try it. Everybody, like if you follow up Dan's fishes shipping, he says to put in dechlorinated water, not the tank water. Um, that's what he tells you to do. I'm gonna try it out, see how it works. I mean, the fish. This is betas I'm sending. They're not like no, the betas are hardy.
I've gotten fish from Dan's Fish, and I gotta say it's totally different than any other place that I've ordered online. Because I've ordered fish online before. I am kind of a crazy, weird hobbyist that I like some weird, hard to find fish. And I've ordered from Dan's Fish, and man, I was surprised. He does entirely different than the rest of the hobby does. Every single fish was in its own individual bag, and I got to admit I was surprised on how small the bags were. But everything came in healthy, and I honestly think sometimes a guy that does something outside the normal gets criticized, but I mean, in my experience, everything came in healthy, and yeah,
Well, hey man, at one point it was normal to take everything out of your tank and bleach it.
yeah, well, sure. I bleach these rocks. These rocks back here, I actually bleached those 3 days ago
Hey,
because
That's why
they
that
were
tank is.
completely covered in a coralline algae, and they were green. They didn't look like rocks anymore. They were just green, and yeah, I had to do something.
Salt water, fresh water.
It's fresh water.
Why don't you do this next time? Put water, and then add your 30%. What you call it? Hydrogen peroxide. Let it soak.
I Yes, I actually recommend a two-part approach. I recommend bleach first, then hydrogen peroxide, because the hydrogen peroxide will bubble all the dead material off the rock. But yeah, you can probably, well, number one, it depends on what kind of algae you're trying to kill. And I was killing coralline algae, which had the hard shell.
Well,
That's the algae that to get it off your glass, you got to use a razor blade because nothing else is going to get rid of it. So that's why I went with bleach first. But yeah, you're 100% correct. Hydrogen peroxide is a very good way to clean your decor, you know, especially if you have fake plants. If you have fake plastic plants that get overgrown with algae, if you use bleach, bleach will get rid of a lot of it, but it'll make your plastic real brittle, whereas hydrogen peroxide won't.
Have you
So,
tried citric acid?
no, but that is a
Because I started using citric acid to clean like my pumps and stuff, wave
it
makers
works.
and all that. Oh man, it really does work great,
It
it
and
does.
works
it's supposed
fantastic
to
in
dry
salt
out your
water.
seals.
It works fantastic in saltwater stuff. And you're right. Like if you got a pump or a reactor or something in a saltwater tank, and if you keep saltwater long enough, minerals are going to build up, especially when they make contact with air of any kind, like a protein skimmer or something like that. Citric acid is way better than anything else because it just the acidic nature of the product kind of melts away all the minerals. But yeah,
Hey, Dave.
Yeah,
Hey, how's
and
it going?
it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's really not too expensive either. I mean, if you use it for everything all the time, I can see how it could get expensive real quick. But I mean, so far I've used it I think 3 times, and
Hmm.
bought a bag like this. Probably used that much of it.
Yep. I have a bag of citric acid, so I should try that. My Nero 3 is getting kind of dirty with coralline and bubble algae. Bubble algae loves them high flow areas. Like in the
It,
hang on back, it's
it
just
works really well
growing.
for pumps, even in fresh water too. You can notice when your pumps start to run a little slow. Throw them in a bucket with some citric acid and run them. When you pop them
What's
back in, it seems really brand new.
see
what's
that's actually a good point.
I've
Uh,
actually even had pumps, like cheap pumps I bought from Amazon, that completely stopped working. Threw them in a bucket of citric acid for a day, then started to plug it in and let it run. It actually started to run, and when I pulled it out, it ran like it was new. So there was a few
um,
pumps I've thrown away over the years that I'm like, man, I bet you if I would have just cleaned them, they
Good,
probably would have
sure.
worked.
good way to dechlorinate things too.
I'm a slightly mechanical type person. I turn wrenches for a living. Uh, so I'm not necessarily afraid to take something apart. And I got to be honest, man, when it comes to a mechanical filtration device, whether it be a hang on the back or a what do you call them? Like an FX6 canister filter. When it comes to an impeller driven device, every once in a while, it's not a bad idea to take that doggone thing apart and look at the impeller
Yep.
because you'll find that there's wraps of just miscellaneous aquarium crap wrapped around that impeller. If you pull that impeller out, clean it off, and put it all back together, you'd be surprised how well that thing runs. Because it's constantly spinning and it'll pick stuff up. And if it can't kick it out, then it just winds up on the shaft of that impeller and it stays there till you clean it. Don't be afraid to take your freaking filters apart and look at the impeller. And if you have a filter like that and it does quit working, usually you can just simply replace the impeller, which is like a $4, $5 part, and it'll start working again.
Yeah, I took my CCAM titles apart and cleaned out the impellers a few times. That definitely works much better after I did that too.
Sure.
Yep.
Even cleaning the blades, you know, the fan blades, because basically an impeller is a giant fan. That's all it is. And just cleaning the blades of that fan will make it work 10 times better.
I haven't seen that yet, Chewy. I'm finally coming back to YouTube.
Wow, it's nice to see you back, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Nice to be back.
I wanna see that saltwater tank grow.
Well, there's not much to grow in here right now, actually.
Well-
This is my Evo,
You'll get it there, I'm sure.
and I do plan on adding more coral here, but let me spin this around. The reason I say it's not really going to probably grow is because most of what is in here are rock flower nymphs.
Dude, I don't like those. The rock flower anemones, they start moving around. I didn't like them.
I have one Frammer right there. Well, dude, you need to learn that it's nature and it's not always going to do what you want it to do.
Exactly. Species tank only. Hey.
This is probably the best one I have right here.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Who said that? Who said it may not do what you want it to do? Who said that?
Me.
Anthony.
Yeah, that's really good advice. And one of the ideas of a live stream I want to do is I want to make like a list of just the best advice I've ever heard. I've been in this hobby for a really long time, but that doesn't mean anything anymore in this day and age. When I was younger, it was hard to get information, but now information is pretty readily, moved back and forth. So it doesn't matter how long you've been in the hobby, but I kind of want to do a series on some of the best advice I've ever heard. And aqua balls, that is 100% really good advice, because your tank may not do what you want it to do. You might curtail it and say, okay, this is what I want, but your tank, that glass box, has got different ideas.
And you know what?
And that glass box is gonna win.
Sometimes
every time.
You set things up extremely similarly. These cubes over here are an extreme example of that, because the right tank looks absolutely amazing. All the plants in there are growing like wildfire. There's about the same amount of substrate, the same exact substrate from the same bag. So it wasn't even two separate bags, so one could have been a bad batch or something like that. The same filter, same light.
Every
doesn't look anywhere near as good.
Every individual glass box reacts differently.
Yep.
It really does.
And it doesn't make any sense, because just like you said, you can do everything exactly the same all the way across the board, and you're going to get different outcomes.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense, but it happens.
All right, let me ask you guys this, because there's been a video I've been wanting to do after having the amount of tanks I had set up with the types of filters I've had. But I'm a little, I don't want to say worried, but I feel like it could cause some trouble.
Talk to me. I'm good at trouble.
I really want to do a comparison video to the co-op sponge filter to what I'd say is a proper sponge filter.
I do not I love Corey as a person to death, but I hate his sponge filter.
I'm with you, man. And I bought probably $300 worth of them, maybe something like that.
And
My favorite sponge filter is the Aquatops.
Aquatops are great.
Yeah, I agree. See, there you go.
hey, I use Tiki sponge filter when I seen
Yeah, the Zinzaos, right?
So check it out. Only
That's
reason
what I'm
I never
using, but I
bought
like the Aquatop better.
Corey's, guys, nothing against him. Like I said, I love Corey too. But because his sponge filters are porous and my fry will all get sucked in. And you cannot say no. I know they will. The fry is so tiny, microscopic fry. Come on, it's gonna get sucked in the small.
Yeah.
If you pump the small filters
There's not
high,
that
they will
much.
suck in too.
It's not that much water flow going through there. I don't know, man. I haven't seen it do anything like that, but I'm more from the all other aspects, basically.
Yeah,
My,
you
my
move a
man,
co-op filter. It's your tank is chocolate milk.
chocolate milk. You
See,
mean
so
dirty?
I'm not the only one that has bad experiences.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad experience.
See,
They
I
have
would.
they're good with big fish that create a lot of big waste. But I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
with a lot of the smaller, more nano fish, the finer sponges are better because they trap muck, the smaller muck.
Makes sense.
But the
Crap,
thing
I
is,
was muted. Here we
even
go.
the bigger muck that those ones do trap, as
Can
soon as you try cleaning it, it all falls into the tank. Like you can't even move it without all of the gunk just moving out of the filter.
right. That's
And I understand
you
Corey's
can
whole bag
mediate
thing. I've
that.
tried that so many times, it just doesn't work.
You can mediate that with using oh crap, I ain't got one right here in front of me, but dollar store pitchers, the most of the sponge filters will fit in that. So you take that and you lift the sponge filter up and then you put it inside the pitcher and then you take it out, and but that's neither here nor there.
You see, that works if you're
Every
not
every
crazy and you
sponge
don't have tanks with only this much room above them.
Yeah, I get you. Don't. By the way, when you design your fish room, give you room to work. You need that. See, that
I would say at least a foot.
I could have probably snuck another row of tanks in here, but I didn't because I need room to work.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Every sponge filter has its pros and cons. Okay. Um, you have the really fine, and it goes to what they call pores per inch. When you get a sponge filter that has a shit ton of pores per inch, it will give you really good crystal clear water. It won't suck up your fry, but it's going to clog super quickly and become inefficient really quick.
Not if you modify
You
it.
have the opposite side of the stream where Corys have less pores per inch because the holes are so big. You have like Aquaball's experience of fry getting sucked in, and they don't have the surface area to maintain a proper, in my opinion, a proper bioload of bacteria. And so what I have settled on is kind of the sponges that are kind of in between. They're not super fine, they're not super coarse, they're just kind of in between. And I have found the Aquatops to be kind of that way, and they're relatively inexpensive, and yeah, I like them.
Yeah, the
But
Aquatops are a nice in between. The Zinzaos that George is talking about, that's what I'm running right now. But Priscilla has mostly Aquatops. Hey, Petroman. and I do like the aqua tops better, except the smallest teeny tiny one that has the little rocks at the bottom.
Oh, I've never used that one.
Those ones, don't use those ones. Those ones stink. They really do. Go the one size up. Those are great.
I actually only use two sizes. I use the Aquatop 40 or no, wait a minute. Or is it the 20? I can't even fucking remember. And the 60.
Yep.
Because they're listed by tank size, but in my 10-gallon tanks I use the 40, which is kind of a short. It's that one, like right there. Well, you guys can't see it. It's that one right there. I think that's the 40. I use them generally in my 10-gallon tanks, but occasionally in a 20. Those are 20 longs behind me. They do a really good job. I don't have to clean them out constantly. But I mean, with any sponge filter, you got to clean them out. You got to occasionally you got to take your sponge filter out and squeeze it and get all the crap out of it.
Now, when you clean your sponge filters, do you use tap water or tank water?
Yes. And look, when I first started using sponge filters, I was like, okay, I don't want to kill the beneficial bacteria, so I'm going to use a non-chlorinated water source to clean it. And I talked to a couple other people and that are better at this hobby than I am. And they were like, "Yeah, just clean them in tap water. We have a chlorinated water source. Your tank at that, if it's an established tank, you've got enough bacteria in that substrate and on everything else that it's going to recolonate so fast that there's no reason to. Yeah, just clean them with tap water."
Where I might not agree is for people who don't have substrate at all, who run bare bottoms.
I run bare bottoms too.
And you do it like that just fine as well?
Yes, because
great.
there's enough there's enough
not all
bacteria
dying
on
the filter
there's enough bacteria on the sides of the glass to. Now, I'm not saying do a water change and clean your sponge filter at the same time. Okay, I'm saying do them alternately. But even in a fully non-substrate, just glass box, there's enough bacteria on the sides of that tank to recolonize that sponge filter in a heartbeat.
The Petroman says he likes the ATI course filter.
Anthony, you're right. What you just told him about changing the water and the filter can cause problem. But also, if you have that problem, a lot of fish in there, that's when you get that problem with bioloads more. And then all you have to do is take another dirty sponge filter and squeeze it in that tank that you're having problem with, and in over 24 hours, we'll fix it.
It's instantly colonized. You're right, Aquaballs. Absolutely. Take another one of your sponge filters, squeeze it in there, and your sponge filter is now colonized.
That's why I usually run 2 sponge filters in a tank.
Yeah, so you can clean one and leave the other one alone for a couple days, and then
those are the tanks that I have problems with. The ones
but I gotta
with
get ready for work, so I gotta head out of here, guys.
Most of the time, they turn into clean water for me if I leave a light on a lot.
My problem with running when I set this fish room up, I said, "Oh, that's it. I'm just using sponge filters." The problem I've got is the detritus buildup is quite substantial because I don't have the mechanical filtration that is required on some of these tanks. So if you got a crap ton of fish in a large fish tank, yes, a sponge filter will keep them alive, but it will be unsightly because you get so much of large particulate matter, that builds up over time. And I'm actually at the point where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna have to put some canister filters on my big tanks because it's not working out.
You know,
Simply
one of my
because
goals
of the
recently is to try to keep power bills down, and I was seriously thinking about getting another semi-larger fish for my 75 since I'll be moving the puffers over. But yeah, I don't think I could do that. I don't want to be a slave to water changes. Otherwise, it means running an actual powered filter.
well, and that was my theory too, was to keep electricity to a minimum. And I just find it's simply not working, especially on my big tanks. The small tanks, the 20 longs and the 10s and the 20 highs, they're all okay. Uh, the reason they look bad is simply because I was lazy. But when it comes to the big tanks, man, you kind of need that mechanical filtration if you're going to have bigger fish.
Yeah, what I like
Or
to to pick
you
up a
better
lot
be
of.
prepared to gravel back every other day. I mean, if you have the free time where you can sit and gravel back every other day, then it's probably not going to be a problem. But um, with me, I don't, I'm super lazy and I don't do it. And yeah, that's the one downfall of the sponge filter, is their mechanical filtration sucks ass. And I'll be right back. My wife is calling me.
You know, you were saying earlier, not all tanks are the same. It goes to the same thing with our sponge filters. You set up a sponge filter for like 10 tanks, everyone acts up different. It all depends on what fish you have in there, what substrate you have in there, what water you have in there, it's water temperature, everything matters on the tanks.
The way the light hits the tank.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. Look, like my green water tanks, the ones that have no substrate in them, I do put plants. Now you say the top two. There's duckweed. There's guppy grass inside. They're growing great. Ooh, I love those shrimp. Hey guys, get this shrimp is awesome. Anthony, I was holding two these crazy gobies at Pet Town. I told him you can sell them the other day, uh, but I was gonna get them, bro. I couldn't do it because every tank I have goby. I rather get the Watchman too because this ones fly out of the tank. My Watchmans are staying there. They're there with the shrimp, the pistol shrimp, perfectly fine. Yeah, that looks great, dude.
I'm gonna turn the light back out for a while.
Yeah. Hey George, I got my fish today.
What fish did you get?
The coral red pencil fish.
Show them off.
Ooh, those are nice.
Well, I shared it on my Instagram. I don't have a good camera on this laptop.
How are
right
the Superchromis doing for you?
Good. They're still alive.
Hey, they're
Yeah.
easy to breed. Breed them up. I'm gonna buy some from you later again. I have a pair, I believe, left from my colony that I lost, and I wanted to get another bloodline and mix it with those. I want to first grow them up big.
Let me see.
Well,
They'll have
that is likely not to work. The pistol shrimp will kill anything that comes near its hole that is not its goby. And I mean anything. I was even going to get this reef lobster from Priscilla, but we decided against it. Her mantis shrimp died, so she's ending up moving it into her tank, which is a good thing because I'm pretty sure the teeny tiny pistol shrimp would even take down the reef lobster. But I mean, the thing is, if you're willing to sacrifice, I don't know how many
If
bucks
the
there,
lobster
$6
if
or
the
$7
lobster
here.
stays away from the pistol shrimp, it'll be okay.
Yeah,
The
but
problem will come in with the lobster's going to explore everything, and then he's going to come across the pistol shrimp, and the pistol shrimp's going to be like,
yep. So I've had my pistol shrimp take out a one of my wrasses,
Oh,
a lawnmower blenny.
yeah, they're not
Ooh.
playing.
So I
Pistol
would say
shrimp
no.
do not play around.
I got a bunch of them. Terry, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pistol shrimp right now.
The goby brings the pistol shrimp food
Yeah. I love that. And when the goby dies, pistol shrimp dies too, guys.
and
Too bad.
stands guard while it's digging or excavating. I'll call it because it's excavating.
I love. Dude, you don't ever have to do a gravel back with them in the tank, right?
Well, it depends on how big of a tank you put them in. So in my
The nano
40,
ones, the nano ones. The
in
small
my 40,
20 gallon.
it stayed to one cluster of rocks. They are cool shrimp. I just haven't seen mine in quite a while.
I put one in the 20 gallon. The 20 gallon, the sand was full of algae. In 2 days, I was looking at it. Everything was turned upside down. The filter was clogged in the top. I'm like, damn, this guy is just doing his job.
You know what else is good for disturbing substrate, George?
Tell me.
Nassarius snails.
Nassarius? No, never. Didn't get them.
Oh, dude, and they are so cool when you're watching them. Their little feeler is just the only thing popping out of the substrate.
Oh, wow.
And then they come up and eat.
Do they breed too in the tank?
I don't know. I haven't had them breed for me yet.
I got one shrimp. One snail popped out of nowhere, and it's growing up. It's got like a little one front, like one of those turbine thingies look like. There's like a one.
Holy shit! Look at those pencil fish.
Oh, that looks great, Davo.
They look better in person. Like this camera really showing their colors.
That does look great. Dude.
I have a few pencil fish, but not the core, not those red ones. I had the Beckford's pencil fish, I think it's called.
Beckford's.
But I still love them to death. They're not as colorful as the ones you have, but I fucking love them.
Yeah, these have been on my bucket list for ages.
Believe it or not, David, I had those. I didn't keep them for long.
Okay. Do you know what kind of pistol that is right there?
Hold on. I'm not looking. Hold on.
It's an epistogramma of some kind.
A pistol, yeah. We can't see in the dark black water, man. We need the colors to see the
Looks
colors.
like a female episto of some kind.
Is it female or the male?
Is that a female one?
Looks like it.
I don't know. It was a guess.
I thought it was a female.
If I had to guess, I would say it was a female episto, but I have no idea which one.
Okay. I thought that was going to be a female cockatoides. So, but right now the way it's looking, I thought it was like a male. It doesn't have those black ventrals.
The ventral fins are quite long, which generally indicates male, but everything else screams female. So
okay.
Ian, I wouldn't do 4 to 5 inches deep because they really don't need that much. I would go a lot less, as little as you possibly can. I would start with like half an inch and see if they're okay with that, but put a rock or two in there, because what I found in the sump, I had crushed coral in there at one point, and it is a detritus magnet. So I would advise against doing that if you can.
I just really wish this camera was picking up the color, though.
Oh no, I believe me, I know what fish those are. Those pencil fish are fucking gorgeous. I'm jealous. I actually do want a school of those myself. I am super jealous.
If you see it on my Instagram, I just posted a reel on my Instagram, so you could probably catch it on there.
Those are one of the most colorful fucking fish out there, man. And they stay small, and they keep to themselves, and they don't really fuck with anybody. They're just cool fish to have.
Yeah. Where is it? There. I don't know if you can. Oh, there. You can see one of the snells right there. The flat lip bit right there. I've had those for a while in here.
Anyways, hey, I got to get out of here myself. I got a couple things I want to do, but man, thanks for having me up, and it was nice talking to everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up, Terry.
Nice chatting with you.
You guys have a good one.
You too.
I just packed a box of fish while Anthony's live. Literally, I got like what right now? 15 of them in there.
Yeah. This, of course, is my blackwater tank as well. So,
did you see the one I did last night?
No, not yet.
I posted it online. Here, I'll show it to you again.
Yeah, I saw it on my list when I was trying to find Anthony's stream.
Yeah, that's for Chewy, by the way. That's Chewy's tank. It's gonna have checkerboard cichlids in it and cardinal tetras and some CPD, Celestial Pearl Daniels.
Nice, Petroman.
Yeah.
Hey, George, how many Illuminatus do you have ready to go?
Well, how many you need?
How many you have ready to go?
Well, this is what you gotta do, buddy. I have them in 2 different tanks, right? My juveniles and my adults. So you come and pick the ones you want. You want the adults? Take them. They're breeding right now.
Because I eventually want to fill up a 75 with them.
Well, I have them in my 55. There's like, what, 8 to 12 of them in there? I haven't been breeding them, bro. Like, if you really want, it takes a couple months to raise them. I have a few tanks full of them. I mean, they will look good. They get big in the 75. And they're the big ones will actually look better because they're full and the orange colors are orange on them, dark and orange. They're in the 55 gallon. They're big. They're used to planted tank too. And with the zebra acaras, the zebra acaras don't mess with them.
How are the Danio? When will those be ready to go?
Daniels, don't talk about them anymore. We'll just talk to me offline. The CBDs, right? No, yeah, those ones. Let's not talk about those, man. I was told with few people don't talk about those anymore.
All right.
You have to tell me later about what that is all about.
It's going to be the new tub I'm going to set up. Well, not new tub. It's just going to go in one of my existing tubs.
Even my phone camera's not really picking up the colors as well either.
I'm going to be putting a blue light in there.
A blue light?
Yeah, that'll give you a hint of what it is.
Salt water?
No.
I wish I can show them to you right now, but they're microscopic right now, Anthony. So how long does it take them to grow? About a month or 2?
Yeah, probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, they grow fast. They eat fast. They eat a lot. I heard. They're fast swimmers too. Their colors are really good too.
Yeah, you probably want to feed them multiple times a day just because they're fast swimmers. I'm sure they dish out a lot of energy.
They just barely started hatching. They're on top of the water. So I'm putting that new Life Spectrum price starter thingy, the one that goes grow. It's called Grow.
Are they too small to eat a baby brine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Way too small. Way too small, bud. Like small. I think they're smaller than TPD fry.
What? No.
Yeah, they look small to me. They're on the glass and I can see the colors and everything. And they look small. You can come by, check it out. You'll like it. You'll like, can I take this tank? you
Maybe in a week.
can take the whole tank.
I don't want to get you sick.
Oh, I understand. No, please, we can't afford that. You know how we got.
Yep.
Tomorrow, by the way, I'm going to Disneyland.
Otherwise, I would have brought you betas already.
I understand. Let me know when you're gonna bring them, please, so I get a tank ready for them, not last minute thingy.
Well, get one ready, folks.
Oh, I got tanks. I just gotta take the one fish in there out of there and then throw those ones in there and cover the top.
All right, 100 TDS.
100 TDS, yeah, soft water.
Drop the tank by like 3 inches.
Flat. Oh wow, yeah, the jumpers. I know.
Lids, George, lids.
And a lid.
And a lid, yeah. Lid is must.
Yeah, I haven't had any jump yet, so.
20 gallon. Is that okay or more? Should I get a bigger tank? 30 gallons fine? I have a 30 gallon. I'm taking those betas out of it right now.
I would say at least a 20 long footprint. I'm going to be putting them in a 75.
Ooh.
Because when they get big, dude, they're nice. They're nice sized fish.
What kind of fish is that, Anthony?
Gladiators.
Oh, gotcha.
She has the big ones already. You seen it?
What? Yeah,
I can't wait to get them big like that. Oh man, that would be a nice fish to have. Really, really nice.
Oh, they are, dude. The coloration on their cheeks. Or let me see if I could go get a light on in there real quick. I'll show you mine right now. They're in a 20. Oh, snap. Ooh. Ooh.
Let's see. Chewy wants George to read a comment by Petroman.
Hey, I haven't checked the Instagram yet. I will. Petroman, I got your back, buddy. Don't worry.
I don't know if it's about feeding a pound of live blackworms a week. That's what Petroman
I'm actually gonna go today and try to get a half a pound of blackworms and see if I can keep them alive, because it's cheaper to get it that way than getting just $5 worth every other day. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 betas I can fit in that one medium box. That's not bad at all, dude.
See, you can see they're fighting in here. There's only 7 of them in a 20.
Gotta get that heat tape. Last time I didn't open the heat tape and let it go. So what you're supposed to do, get the heat tape open about 10-20 minutes, shake it, let it heat up first before you put it into the container, because it won't heat up. That's what Colored Guppy told me. It wasn't activated all the way. $72 hours. Let me show you.
But George, I noticed that they don't really care for baby brine so much.
Those guys, I'm gonna give them black. What are you feeding them? What is that? Spirulina flakes?
No, extreme nano.
Flakes?
Green nano.
Oh, okay, I got it. So this is it. I'm gonna open one up now.
Dude, hey, I have not come across any one fish that does not like this stuff. If I drop this in with the koi, because I have some white clouds in there too, even the koi go for it over the nano. And that even goes for the saltwater. My red dragon net ate it.
Those are the betas. They look so amazing. They're way bigger than what you gave me. The fry didn't make it last time, buddy, with me. I did it in a boo-boo in the wrong tank. Okay, yeah, I got a tank
for 100 TDS, bro.
Yeah. I got a good tank for them. How many in there?
7.
6.
Like this
7,
guy right here has some coloration on his cheeks already. And then so
Oh,
does
wow.
that one back there too. I don't know if you can see it because these lights kind of suck, but
They like the tenant, right, in the water?
some. But you don't have to off the bat.
Okay.
What
I don't
kind
have
of
any
filter
cannons
system?
in here.
What kind of filter system you have, Anthony?
Huh?
What kind of filter system do you have to get your water down to 100 TDS?
RO.
RO?
7-stage RO.
Yeah, there you go.
Which I need to change out that middle DI soon.
Every how long you change the DI?
Shoot, dude. When it was running at 700, it was already discolored the first use.
Oh, wow.
So, like, I don't know. I usually just wait till I get to like 12 TDS and then change it out.
Come on, one more fish. Hey, I don't see anymore. I need one more data. Dang it. No more betas here. I gotta give him one of those nice bucks now.
Yeah, you see, this is the Platinum Tiger Galaxy, George. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Go into focus. Focus. There you go, kind of. That's a little better.
Bro, I'm realizing Mondays, it's a good time to stream. You get a lot of traffic. A lot of people like to hang out on YouTube on Monday. Looks like. Well, that's what I realized. Could be wrong. Yeah, this thing's not heating up at all. Like it's not even working on the place. It's not even warm. Can they be a bad heat pack?
Oh yeah, Petroman. In with my RO system, when I was looking at I actually asked the guys from BRS if I should do the 2 RO membranes for the water saver. They said my water sucked too much to do that.
Yeah,
They said it wouldn't really be worth it, so I don't know. That leads me to think that the rejection water TDS, like how they were talking about in Jess's stream, is higher than your tap TDS. Have you ever tested your rejection water, George?
No, you know why? It's going to the gutter. I know how much it's gonna be. It's gonna be the same faucet water, the CD water is coming out.
Petroman, right now it's at like 485, 490, but not long ago I was at almost 700. It was like 685, 695. So it was just decimating my filters. Yeah, Chewy's right. It's hard as hell. You can pretty much chew my water. So yeah, these are going to be the new shrimp tanks.
I need one more data, guys. I got this box, medium box, 12 bags in there, Anthony. Look at it. Hold on, let me show you. Look at these things full of betas.
Nice.
Yeah, it's to the rim. I'm being able to fit 12 of them.
Dude, you should have packed them with no air and in those little like pill packets, and you could have fit like 1,000,000 of them in there. You know how they're shipped from Asia?
We have chloramines in ours. No, wait. Yeah, I think we have chloramines in our soup pitcher, man.
200? 200 is nice. So, Petroman, do you know what part of the filter actually removes chloramines? I'm kind of feeling like it's the DI portion where it removes the chloramines just because my DI cartridge is getting destroyed. And my DI is split into 3 parts. So there's that one that starts with a C, like cation or something, ions, and then the anion resin, and then the third one is both of them combined. But one of them wastes a lot faster than the other, so they have 2 of them split on my filter. Hey, Jess. I was just talking about you showing my RO filter. Yeah, it was about time.
I
Yeah,
need
what
to
that
ask again
said.
too, but
That one.
chloramine filters take out the chloramines or wreck your RO membrane.
Oh. See, I wonder what is in my water then for my DI resin to waste so fast.
Minerals.
It's got to be a lot of minerals, and I know they put a lot of chlorine in our water, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if that's being taken out before the RO membrane, that's being taken out before the DI resin. They don't dump THC in the water, S. Wait, let me see it. There goes S getting my hopes up. Wouldn't that be crazy, though? They want us to buy it, S. They don't just let us have it. I actually haven't replaced my sediment or carbon blocks yet, Petroman, because my RO system came with a 3-part TDS meter. Let me spin it back around one more time again. Cool. So the first one is a sediment, then 2 carbon blocks to the RO membrane, and then it splits. Oh, it actually tells us right here. Cation DI resin. It's the anion DI resin that goes a lot faster. And then mixed bed resin, which I'm not really getting a whole lot of discoloration there. But there's my TDS meter. So I got one before it hits the DI resins. So right after the RO membrane. Another one after the second RO membrane because it splits the 2 resins. And then one more after the last resin.
Did you ask why is your DI resin going out fast?
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Don't you think because, like, okay, so isn't that resin the one that deionized the water?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't you think because the system's actually working, meaning that is actually because it's soft water and it melts the resin and it's doing its thing? I think that's why I think, in my opinion.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out is what is in the water to cause this one to go out so freaking fast, dude. It's like this before I change 100 gallons of water or before I get 100 gallons of water.
It's the brown color. I gotta
Yeah,
come check
and
out
it's
that
supposed to be
unit
blue.
you have. I need to see that unit. That's a big one, dude. You spend a lot of money on that stuff.
Bam.
Mine
Let me
cost
see.
me like $250. That's good though. You have it now. I mean, you should never have a problem breathing up histogramas after that.
See, it's a blue color.
Okay. Ah,
I mean, this is the cool thing about this filter, though, is you could remove the actual cartridge inside, take all
yeah.
the resin out, and just replace the resin.
Hmm.
So you don't have to buy an actual cartridge every time. And then I do have the booster pump.
Is that working? That looks like one of those what you call it pumps. The King Mist one, the one that pushes water.
Yeah.
Dude, I got one. I don't even use it. I should be plugging it into that, but it takes electricity and I don't. It's got programming on there, so I don't know how you gotta. Every time you turn it on, I don't know how it works really. I
Yeah,
did have
I
the.
have this one hooked up to the float valve, though. So when my float valve stops, it auto shuts it off.
Okay, dokie. Here we go.
I need to get going, guys. I need to go pick up my boys.
Last fish
Sounds
in
good,
the
Davo.
package.
Thanks for coming up, bro.
No worries, man.
Fish is all packed, waiting for Marie to come and take them.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like no more room in that box. I put 12 betas in a heat pack, whatever.
Shoot, I should have had you ship the fish for me for Bob.
Bro, don't think that I'm a good shipper. I mean, I've done 90% of my shipping successfully. Peplin Creek, I sent them a box, small one. There were few fish in there. Those were dead. I need to send them another box.
Yeah, no, I didn't have the time because I was never really off before Thursday, and then
Yeah.
I can't ship them on Sunday, so it took
Uh,
me, I don't know, 4 or 5 months to ship Bob fish.
well, it's all right. Look, I ordered those micro tenepomas about a month ago. I still haven't got them, and it's from a website, online. People do mistakes, but I do want the fish really bad, so I gotta have to wait. The guy knows my name at least. We're gonna do more business with him later when he sends me this fish. Let me see how he comes here. Uh, Looks like a nice gentleman. He has a transshipper here. He gave him my number to come pick up fish for him from me. The guy never called me. He gave him my number. He called the guy. He said he got pissed off the other night when I called him. He's like, George, this guy is unreliable. He goes, he was pissed off because of the guy. He goes, I can't believe what kind of business I'm gonna do with him. He's my transshipper supposedly. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I don't care if he comes or not. I really don't.
I'm on this kind of vacation.
You got it, S? I'm sure you did.
Oh man, I went to go to urgent care today. It really wasn't too bad. I think I was there for like 2.5 hours or something. which for urgent care isn't too bad.
Next time you come by, I'm gonna tell you something you're not gonna believe, and you're gonna like, why don't you tell me, fool? Yeah, it's too late.
What's something you could have got?
No, something I don't worry about it. I should never mention.
Oh shoot, man. Been going for an hour and a half. When's somebody supposed to go next?
Yeah, I was even thinking to go live by myself, but you know how my internet is not that great, and you came by. I'm like, yes, I like to get up there with him, say hi to people. Not even reading your chat. I seen Petroman earlier.
Lefty is popping up.
He was saying something about what was it? You read that earlier. Oh, he was asking about me breeding discus. Yeah, I
Oh.
might be. I might be.
Lefty is on.
Okay.
We'll
Want to
go
end it? Sounds good.
pop it into the link here. Although everybody is probably there right now. Whoever's here is probably there also. But if you're not there too, go ahead and visit Lefty. And let's do a hashtag. Let's see if Ed ends up there. What? We're going to go with hashtag adult Pikachu, okay?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys know, but Ed seems to have a real problem with all of Lefty's Pikachus that he has in the back because they're all for kids. So he's sculpting him some scary, creepy adult Pikachu. So thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. And thank you to everyone who may have been lurking. Thanks for coming up, George. Have a good day, everyone. See you there.